Jeremy Clarkson's big change at £1 million pub amid imminent reopening. Jeremy Clarkson, 64, has hinted that his new pub is set to reopen much sooner than expected following a speedy transformation. The Clarkson's farm star has ventured just down the road from his diddly squat farm and purchased the run-down the Windmill pub near Burford in the Cotswolds earlier this year for less than £1 million. He was expected to spend months on renovations, but his latest uplifting A-level message suggests that the doors could open in just a few days. "Don't worry if your A-level results aren't what you were hoping for," he wrote on X, formerly Twitter. "I got a C and 2s, and here I am, 46 years later, with my own pub. It opens next weekend if you fancy dropping in." Ahead of the grand opening of the former wedding venue, Jeremy has made some big changes to the watering hole, including adding a new giant marquee to the garden where he can sell alcohol. According to the Mail Online, the Top Gear star organized a green marquee emblazoned with GT for Grand Tour to be erected on the 5-acre grounds. You may also like, Jeremy Clarkson's major change at Diddley Squat Farm upsets neighbors. Prince Harry's unexpected connection to Jeremy Clarkson's new pub. James Middleton shares glimpse of rustic living room. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's luxe pool at $14 million mansion could rival a hotel. In July, he applied to West Oxfordshire District Council to make changes to his licensing permit, which stated he wants to update the floor plans to include a bar on the first floor, extend the licensable area outside the premises and include a temporarily sick tent in a fixed location. This comes after Jeremy had highlighted some of the biggest problems that needed addressing at the pub. There is some work to be done on the pub itself, as the cellar is too small, the gable end is falling down, the outside decking area is dangerous, the water is unfit for human consumption, the loft is full of dead rats and the lavatories are illegal, he told The Times. Opening up about his dream for the space, he said, "There will be bar billiards, there will be darts, and in the garden, there will be Aunt Sally, even though I'm not entirely certain what Aunt Sally is." While he has not shared any details about the interior changes, aerial photos show there is new wooden decking at the back of the country pub where round tables have already been set up ready for guests. Early opening in July, Jeremy said the pub was unlikely to be finished until the autumn when he hosted an impromptu night for the England Euros game. "Last night we got a bit overexcited thinking that England might, so we accidentally opened our very unfinished pub for the game. More news to follow of a real opening much later in the summer or autumn," he captioned a post on Hostone's Instagram. "Well, we've accidentally opened our pub before it is kind of finished," he explained in the video, which saw him pouring pints behind the bar. The rustic interior features exposed brick walls, dark wooden beams, vaulted ceilings and a mezzanine. Bunting with the English flag had been hung across the space, while customers could be seen milling around the popular venue. The person behind the camera replied it wasn't supposed to be opened for 4 or 5 weeks, and Jeremy continued, "It's going to be very many weeks before we've got it open, but by mistake we've got very many people in here." Jeremy's A-level comments. The TV presenter announced the opening date on A-level results day. Jeremy has become known for his funny comments about his successful career that aim to reassure students not to stress about bad results. This year, he pointed out that he has his own pub, while he told followers last year, "It's not the end of the world if your A-level results aren't what you'd hoped for. I got a C and 2s and here I am today with my own brewery." He also memorably joked in 2016, "I'm currently on a super yacht in the Med." Jeremy Clarkson's A-level results day tweet is here. Clarkson's farm star Jeremy Clarkson has continued his annual tradition of reassuring teenagers on A-level results day by boasting that he now owns a pub despite only being awarded 1 C and 2s in his own results. Jeremy Clarkson has just done his annual results day post and it's still as divisive as ever. Thursday marked the day when students around the UK discover how they've performed in their A-levels. And naturally, that also means it's the day Jeremy Clarkson fires off his annual results day tweet. You probably know the drill by this point. Each year Clarkson marks the occasion by reminding everyone that his own A-level results were a C and 2s, followed by a different boast, whether that's his car collection, 2021, exotic holidays, 2022, or, indeed, his own brewery, 2023. So naturally, when people clocked the date, plenty of people found themselves unwittingly standing by for one of August's most predictable moments. Oh, and if you're curious as to exactly what he had to say in 2024, this time around he took the opportunity to use his results day post as a promotional opportunity, perhaps sensing how many of us would be checking his account. Same time next year. See you then. Despite question marks over Clarkson's TV future after a major controversy surrounding comments he made about Meghan Markle back in December 2022, it was recently revealed his Amazon documentary Clarkson's Farm would be getting a fourth series. However, reports recently claimed he had ended his professional relationship with his former co-hosts on Top Gear and the Grand Tour, James May and Richard Hammond. Jeremy Clarkson's reaction as Caleb Cooper is injured on Diddley Squat Farm. Jeremy Clarkson was visibly shocked after an accident on his Diddley Squat Farm saw his Amazon TV show co-star Caleb Cooper hurt by machinery. A trailer for the upcoming season of Clarkson's Farm, which is set to return next month, captured the incident. The scene showed 25-year-old Caleb strapped to agricultural equipment and taking a tumble in a field. The footage showed him falling towards a piece of machinery and crying out as he hit the ground. Clarkson appeared to have been operating a JCB at the time of Caleb's fall, and the clip revealed his shocked response to the incident. Looking visibly alarmed, he could be heard uttering S****** before he was seen standing outside his vehicle in the field, reports the Mirror. In another shot, Clarkson stood next to his girlfriend Lisa as Caleb received medical attention on the ground nearby. He joked, "We've got to get rid of all health and safety equipment off the farm. It's truly injuring people." The new season's synopsis said, the third series finds Diddley Squat facing some seriously daunting challenges. The crops are failing in the severe hot weather, inflation has driven prices of supplies sky high, dreams for the beloved restaurant are dashed, and now the farm shop also faces closure. Jeremy urgently needs to come up with creative new ways of making ends meet, so hatches a plan to turn a profit from hundreds of acres of unfarmed land, thick woodland and hedgerows that make up half of Diddley Squat. This triggers an avalanche of Clarkson-crafted schemes, involving everything from goats and pigs to mushrooms, nettles and deer. A new face arrives at Diddley Squat, which ruffles Caleb's feathers, as well as the returning characters all working to help Jeremy's farming ambitions come to fruition. Clarkson's Farm is set to return for its third season on Prime Video from May 3rd. Previous episodes of the show can be streamed on the platform now. Jeremy Clarkson's A-Level Results Day post offers comfort to student 10 years on. Jeremy Clarkson has sent his annual post out to his followers on X, formerly known as Twitter, telling them not to worry if their A-Level results aren't what they hoped for. Former Top Gear presenter and owner of Diddley Squat Farm has been posting a reminder to A-Level students across England, Wales and Northern Ireland for several years now. Often a lot of pressure surrounds results day and exam season, with students wanting to do well and get the grades they need for their next steps. Sometimes, it seems that only good grades get you to places you want to go, but Clarkson likes to challenge this thought process with a new tweet each year. It comes after he received a grade C and 2 U grades when he sat his 46 years ago, and he likes to remind his followers that you can achieve big things despite your A-level grades. Jeremy Clarkson's post also gave a hint to fans wanting to know when the opening date is for his new pub. It reads, "Don't worry if your A-level results aren't what you were hoping for. I got a C and 2s, and here I am, 46 years later, with my own pub. It opens next weekend if you fancy dropping in. University Clearing Guide." They never mattered. Jeremy Clarkson's tweet helps students feel better about A-level results. This year, one ex-user replied to his tweet telling him that his advice was good advice and that in the 10 years since they got their A-level results, they never mattered. Recommended reading. Jeremy Clarkson reveals when Oxfordshire pub will open with A-levels tweet. Get stuck in. 22-year-old CEO who failed his exams shares A-levels advice. What are the A-level grade boundaries? Minimum marks you needed for each grade, they said. 10 years ago I remember reading this, and today I realize you were right all along. They never mattered. With a hands together emoji, another said. I always look forward to your yearly dose of inspiration. A third said. Only reason I opened Twitter today.